Yeah, thanks a lot, Adam. I was just showing you this. This is essentially the kind of race between in on the one side, Remain, and out. And this is the winning line. Remember, this is a referendum. Every single vote counts here. And so what's crucial is who is going to get to that winning line that we've calculated at 16.8 million votes first. And note that at the moment, thanks in part to those just recent results from Great Yarmouth there, that the outside is winning this race with 6.2 million votes at the moment, compared with 5.9 for in. At this stage, it's worth saying, at this stage, you might have expected, based on the polling, based on what we know about different kind of local areas of the UK, that even if it was going to be 50-50, you'd kind of expect that Remain would be nosing ahead at this stage. So that for a start, is bad news for out. And what Remain were really hoping for in particular was that the big cities were going to come out to vote for them. Let's have a look at these biggest electorates. These are cities with populations, or rather areas with populations of over 200,000 in terms of voting members of the public. And the expectation, the hope, I suppose, amongst those in the Remain camp was that most of these would go yellow. Yellow, of course, in our graphics means Remain. Blue means Leave. But there is still quite a lot of blue in there, as indeed there is quite a lot of blue across our big screen with all of the different numbers. Look at that. It is striking. You are starting to see a lot more blue than yellow across here as those results come in, seeing various different areas, many of which were expected to go for Remain, instead swinging across to leave the EU, voting to leave the EU. It has been striking, and you can also kind of see that in cartographical terms. Just look at this map of the UK and see all of the different areas. The darker they are, the more in favour of leaving they are. And we were always expecting, I think, a lot of England to be in favour of leaving. But also look at Wales. Wales also painted large parts of Wales in blue. And then if you move up to Scotland, Scotland was always expected to vote to Remain. But have a look at this. What was the turnout going to be like for Scotland? Let's pull up Scotland here. The turnout in Scotland, 65.8%. Remember, back at the referendum for independence, it was 85%. So the concern here for Remain is that Scotland didn't turn out to vote. But compare that to England and look at this. Turnout of 72.4%. In England, people did turn out, and look at that. They voted, they turned out to vote to leave the EU. And that is the picture we're seeing at the moment. And as I said, right now, very worrying indeed for the Remain camp. And you saw Michael Thrasher's projection there, looking at what could be actually a relatively comfortable victory for the Leave camp.